Damn, Jacob, this shit crack.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, please be sure to subscribe, and also be sure to share, man, because we got a lot of lit content on this channel, and we got more lit content on the way as well. So be sure to peep it, man, if you haven't, or if you want to watch it again, man, feel free to watch it again. You know what I'm saying? That's how you learn. Sometimes you won't get it the first time, maybe not the second time, but that third time it might click in your brain, and that's whenever things changes. But let's get to the video, man. For today's video, man, we're gonna be talking about stamina. So a lot of you guys might have good stamina. Some of you guys might have bad stamina. Me, as a basketball player myself, always, just let you know, I'm 20 years old. I graduated high school, class of 2017. So it was late May, year 2017. So, but throughout my years of playing, I really never had the best stamina. I mean, I've had some good stamina. I'll say the best I've ever had previously, before now, was my senior year. I had good stamina, but it could have been better. Of course, after a few games, I'll get tired, or after a few plays, I get tired. But before that, like, my stamina was terrible. Number one, because I didn't really work out on my stamina endurance. I just really worked on my on-court skills. That's it. My on-court skills, defense. Of course, you got your film and your workouts and all this other stuff. But stamina is a big part for a basketball player because you have to do both things on the offensive end and defense. Yeah, you can play offense, but are you going to have the energy, the same energy, tenacious energy to go on the defensive end and try to lock up your man? Because if you don't, you will get exposed. Don't be that player that's only one-dimensional. He's great on offense, but on defense, he sucks. So let's just say, we'll bring up James Harden, okay? Yes, he's a great offensive player. When it comes to defense, I'm pretty sure he could be way better, but as y'all know, my man's barely tries on defense. But when it comes to your stamina, the main part that you have to do is go running. This is what helped me as well. Also, your breathing techniques, which I will get into soon. But the main thing is running. If you do not run consistently, you will not have good stamina. So remember this: you gotta run. Get on that track. Run on that track. Jog on that track. Yeah, you can take a few breaks whenever you go. Whenever you run, let's say, okay, run 2 laps, and after that second lap, just walk a little bit, catch your breath a little bit, and then go back at it again. Because remember, basketball, it's not a race. You're changing speeds. You might be running in one play, then you might be jogging, or you might be walking, and then you're running again. It's different types of, how should I say it? It's different types of speeds. So you don't always have to go to the track and run nonstop freaking for 40 laps or whatever. No, because remember, you're not going to be doing that on the court. There'll be a few seconds when you're running, and then a few seconds you're jogging. A few seconds you're going to be walking, a few seconds you're going to be back to running. It all depends on the situation, if you're on the offense or the defensive end. The second thing is, you got to continue to keep playing games. Because yes, you could go run and you could get better stamina while running, and yes, you can. But you also got to play more games, which means it could be 21, 5-on-5, whatever the case is. Play more games, because it's playing a 5-on-5 or a real game is like a real game environment. That's whenever you're guaranteed to run, and then you might stop for a few seconds, and then you go back to running, or you might jog, you catch a quick breath, and then you got to run again. Those are the different changes throughout the game. So the more you, number one, go running, and the more you play games, your stamina will increase. And that's basically the main tips. But let me get into the other part, which is the breathing techniques. Now, this is something I've learned maybe about, maybe a good 3 months ago. I've learned it, and I input it into my own game, and I was actually surprised myself that it actually worked. My stamina grew bigger. Should I say that? No. my endurance, I could run more longer. I could run more longer because usually I could run and then I might get tired, but when I switch up my techniques, I could run a little bit more longer, and I will get into that. So remember, man, make sure to run on the track. Make sure to play some games because that's how you increase your endurance. How many times a week you want to run? For myself too, this is just me. You don't have to do this. I'm just saying what I did because I've always really didn't have the best stamina. So I was like, okay, I really need to target this stamina. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go to the track 5 times a week. I'm gonna go run, and I did that for about a good maybe a good 2 weeks, and my stamina is there. Do I have the best stamina now? No, I don't have the best stamina right now, but it's something. It's good. I'm still getting better right now as we speak. Sadly, I rolled my ankle about a few days ago, so I haven't been able to do explosive activities and stuff like that. Yeah, I went to the court. I shot a few form shots and all, but I really want to get back to, you know what I'm saying, playing and training, man, because I'm trying to get better. I'm not trying to be behind, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's talk about the breathing techniques, okay? So when it comes to breathing, right, there are 3 different types of breathing, okay? The first type of breathing is called diaphragmatic breathing. That is when you breathe in and out of your nose. Diaphragmatic breathing is a calming breath, which is why we do diaphragmatic breathing while we meditate. And I dropped a meditation video maybe about 2 months ago. So if you want to check it out, feel free to check it out. But that's why we meditate. Whenever we meditate, we want to live in the moment, remain calm. That's why we breathe in and out of our nose. We don't go, we don't do that. We breathe in and out of our nose. So that's why it's called the calming breath, because we do the same thing, diaphragmatic breathing, during our meditation. And whenever we're running or whatever, you want to have the same breathing technique. And I'll get more into that in a few. All right. So that's that. Diaphragmatic breathing is whenever you breathe in and out of your nose. The second breathing is called thoracic breathing. That's whenever you breathe in from your nose and exhale from your mouth. The third one is called clavicular breathing. That's whenever we breathe in and out of our mouths. This is how athletes breathe once they get really tired. So if you notice, whenever you're playing a game or whenever you start to get tired, a lot of people, they breathe like this. They're like this. They breathe in from their mouth with their mouth open, and they breathe out with their mouth open. That's what they do when they get tired. And I'll get more into that, okay? Those were the 3 types of breathings, right? So how do you input those into your basketball game, your soccer game, on the track? So from those 3 types of breathing techniques, you could do all of those whenever you're playing basketball or whatever sport you're doing. Those 3 techniques, you could do that. Now this is what I learned. I wrote down some notes. As an athlete, we should breathe from these stages: diaphragmatic, the thoracic, and then to clavicular breathing. I think I said it right, clavicular breathing. Yeah. We could switch at any time we get tired from using one of those breathing techniques. Once we get really tired, we automatically switch to clavicular breathing. So that's whenever we go breathing in and out of our mouth, which is okay, but it can tire you out real quick. Try to switch back to diaphragmatic breathing as soon as you begin to slow down, to breathe more efficiently and keep your composure. So basically, like I said, you got to start. It's great to start from diaphragmatic breathing. That's going to be in from your nose, out from your nose. And then once you get tired, you might go from in from your nose and out from your mouth. And then once you get really tired, that's whenever you go in from your mouth and out from your mouth. So once you get real tired and you're in that clavicular breathing, whenever you're breathing in and out of your mouth, once you start to calm down a little bit, yes, it's okay to do that. It's okay to, it's okay. But once you start to slow down, once your heart starts to slow down a little bit, go back to diaphragmatic breathing, which is in from your nose and out from your nose. That's going to continue. That's going to get your body calm again, so you'll be able to let that stamina build up a little bit, and then go back at it. After everything I just said, let me just do a quick rerun, man. So the question is for many of y'all, and I've answered it. I gave y'all the tips and keys so how you can increase your stamina by running, playing more games, and also the 3 breathing techniques. So this is how you run longer. Start with breathing in and out of your nose. Once that starts to get challenging, then you switch from breathing in from your nose and out from your mouth. Once that starts to get a little bit hard, then you could breathe in and out of your mouth, and that's whenever you're like really tired, like you just ran around the building like 50 times, you're like real tired, like you want to just lay down and just pass out. That's when you're real tired. Throughout your run, you can switch up your breathing when it gets tougher and longer. So out of those 3 techniques, it's okay to switch over from diaphragmatic, thoracic, and then clavicular breathing. Go from those 3 in order: diaphragmatic breathing, thoracic breathing, and then clavicular breathing. You're gonna do those in order. Once that starts to get hard, you can switch it up. Once diaphragmatic starts to get hard, you can go over to thoracic breathing. Once thoracic breathing gets hard, then you can move on to clavicular breathing. Once that gets hard, it's okay to catch your breath and because you're tired. But once your heart rate starts to go down, try to go back to diaphragmatic breathing so you'll be able to calm your heart rate and you'll be able to calm your whole body in general. And it's okay to switch throughout any of these throughout your process. That's how you can continue to keep on running longer. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. And also, man, like, be sure to, if you don't understand, feel free to watch the video again. These are the keys, man. I gave you breathing techniques and I gave you the keys on how you can increase your stamina. Will this happen overnight? No. Okay, you got to work consistently. Nothing happens overnight. Just because you did something one day doesn't mean you're going to be Steph Curry the next day. It takes time, bro. Steph Curry was the best shooter alive after he changed the jump shot. Yes, it probably got better, but is he the best? No. Look at him now. He's like maybe 30 plus age years old, and it takes time. So don't rush it. Trust the process, and great things will happen. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. More heat coming soon. And be sure to follow me on my social medias, my Instagram and Twitter. Also, to please share, man, so we could continue to keep on growing and get better together. I hope you guys have a great day. It's your boy JP Productions, and I'm out this thing, man.